What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Happy Saturday to you guys. I'd like to thank everybody that came to the Friday night live stream last night. We had us a really good time, and I appreciate you guys for just sharing a little bit of your weekend with me. And speaking about weekends, this has been a strange weekend. I seen this news last night, and it's about a story we've been covering out of Miami, and it's about this woman right here. This woman right here is Bridget Knighton, and in May of 2021, right, this woman was shot 8 times by her abusive on and off relationship with this man right here, her boyfriend at the time. Well, around that time, Gail Blunt, age 56. We spoke extensively about this man. We spoke extensively about this case. And this is the case where a couple weeks ago, he signed on to a 20-year guilty plea for attempting to shoot her. For shooting her. She went to court and said that's not enough time. In her impact statement, the judge rescinded his plea, so he decided to go to trial. Next week, they went to trial that fast. And surprisingly, this guy, yesterday, won the trial. He was found guilty on all, not guilty on all charges. This is wild. Take a look at this. Listen to her reaction, and we'll come back and talk about it. This is truly shocking.
A Miami Gardens man was facing up to life in prison for shooting his girlfriend 5 times. The confessed shooter has been on trial this week and was trying to convince jurors that he shot in self-defense. But today, after hearing all the evidence, jurors cleared him from all crimes. Let's get to NBC6's Christian Colon, who joins us with what the jury decided and how the woman he shot is responding.
After hearing from the shooter and the victim in this case, who was shot multiple times, jurors sided with the shooter. They found the man not guilty of attempted first-degree murder and not guilty for doing the shooting. Bridget Knighton was inconsolable after learning her ex-boyfriend, Gail Blunt, the man who shot her 5 times, will be a free man.
My body's changed forever. Forever. This is why women can't come forward. Because you feel like the system don't have your back. It's awful. I can't believe this happened. How did it happen?
Blunt has been on trial for attempting to kill Knighton. However, the defendant broke his silence and confessed to jurors he shot because he feared his ex was reaching for a gun.
I was just trying to stop a threat. I wasn't trying to, I was just trying to incapacitate her, but not kill her.
After hearing from both sides,
The defendant is not guilty. Oh, thank you.
jurors sided with the shooter.
I'm in shock. I never thought this would happen. I gave the system a chance. This is the 3rd time they let me down.
Knighton was stunned since for the past 4 years she's fought for him to go to prison. Just last week, Blunt pleaded guilty for attempting to kill her in exchange for a 20-year prison deal. But Knighton stepped in and demanded more prison time. The deal collapsed and Blunt chose a trial.
We were concerned initially that the jury may not believe him because he was a man, and a large man at that. But at the end of the day, justice was served.
Knighton now fears today will be the start of a violent future.
In my heart, I know he's going to come back and try to finish what he started. That's my fear.
And tonight, the state attorney's office is responding, saying they are disappointed with the jury's decision, but say they respect it. On the other hand, Blunt will have to stay in jail for now because he has an open case out of Broward County with the same victim. Defense attorneys say that case will soon also come to an end. We're in Miami. Christian Colon, NBC6 News.
Wow, that's crazy. But see, it's As crazy as this is. Let me say this from somebody that been in the system before. The system is what the system is. This man admitted guilt, said, "Yeah, I shot her just to take the deal." When he went in the courtroom to sign the deal, and she spoke, she said that's not enough time for what he did and for her pain and suffering and stuff. And the judge had said, "Okay, I understand that, and I agree." Rescinded the plea deal. He was supposed to do 20 years. She wanted 25. Miss Knighton wanted 25. Now they take the deal back. He says, "Well, screw it. I'll go to trial." He goes to trial. He wins. They both take the stand and give their account. And I honestly believe this trial was lost for two things. Anytime you in court and this is your proof, I don't know how many lawyers she had or if she had any, but I do know this guy had two lawyers hell-bent on getting this guy off, and they were convincing enough to the juror. Court is a big playwright, and the most convincing actors that weren't there to speak for these people are the ones that win if they can convince the jury. I've seen that when I've been covering the Tyree Nichols case. Certain lawyers they liked, so certain police didn't get certain charges, even though it was a straight violation of his civil rights. See, the way it's set up is each individual count, they look at it for what it is. He had first-degree murder. They found him not guilty. Even though he said he shot her, it's recorded on police body cam, her laying on the ground in a pool of blood, him shooting her. Before she blacked out, he shot her. She said, "He shot her 8 times. Look what you made me do." Went and washed his hands after she lay there bleeding out. Sat on the couch, cleaned the gun off, then decided to leave. He never called 911. He said he was doing it in self-defense. How do you have to shoot 8 times to incapacitate a woman and you're like 6'4", 6'5", 300 plus pounds, and she dwarfs you? I mean, you dwarf her. It wasn't your house, you could have left, but that's neither here nor there. A lot of this stuff is crazy, but when you're in court, all of the common sense stuff goes out the window when you're just appealing to the system. There's so many things in this case and other cases out here that you don't hear about or know about that should be normal common sense contributing factors to whether someone's guilty or innocent, but you don't see it. They only deal with the one crime. First-degree murder. Was it first-degree murder? Attempted murder? And they'll word it a certain way, and they'll tell you you have to go by what is said. It's still attempted murder, but they have to focus on the first degree. And when he got up there and spoke, was like, "I was just trying to stop her. I was that." A lot plays into this. A lot plays into this. You got to remember, you got a jury of multiple people up there that don't know you. They don't know your situation. They have an idea in their head, and it's up to these 2 lawyers or whatever to convince them that their reality is not true, and this is what it actually is, and they did it, and that's why he won. He was even shocked. Heard what she said? "I have a fear he may come back and finish the job. That's my fear." Now, I'm going to tell you something. I don't know this woman, Miss Knighton. But I will say this, and I don't know if this is right in this case or not, but these plea deals, like me, I don't like plea deals. I don't think they should give people plea deals. You need to go and stand up there and, put yourself in front of the people that you victimize. But my thing is this. It's a big difference between wanting justice and wanting revenge. I don't know the situation with this case, but this woman is the one that's dealing with a lot of suffering and, pain and different things like that, dealing with something that shouldn't have happened in the first place. It's her right to go up there and say, "Hey, 20 years ain't enough for what he did to me." But it can always backfire. It can always backfire. Just because somebody goes into court and trial and stuff don't always mean it's going to be what it is. And that's the thing. This guy rolled the dice and they came up in his favor when the cards were stacked against him. Lucky. Lucky. Do I think he's a good guy? No, because all of the history and the things he was doing have normal men scratching their heads when it comes to affairs of the heart. Do I think what he did was a crime of passion? No, I think it was a crime of control, like a lot of abusers do, be they male or female. But I do think the way they presented this case and what they told them to think about and focus on and not take the common sense out of it and just focus on the first-degree murder and the other charge, when they looked at it like that, it was no and no. Boom. Did he mean to kill? Did he try to kill her? Yeah, he tried to kill her. But under the first-degree murder charge, they said no because of the way it is. You know, the way it's set up with certain avenues to get the first-degree murder. He didn't fit that criteria. That's the only reason why he got off. That's how it is. The system's the system. She's saying the system failed her. You know what I'm saying? System failed a lot of people. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment, man. What y'all guys think? It's a lot of ticky-tackness with the justice system. This guy shot somebody 8 times. That ain't trying to kill him. You know what I'm saying? That ain't trying to, I mean, it's head scratching. But it is what it is. The man's free. And the system is what the system is. Thanks for listening.